You ever have one of those moments where you're sitting alone and suddenly this heavy feeling just hits your chest? Like out of nowhere, a memory pops up, something you did, something you said, and it just punches you in the gut. Guilt. That kind of guilt that makes you look at yourself different. Like, dang, how could I have done that? And what's worse, when that guilt starts creeping into your relationship with God, like somehow because of what you did, you're now disqualified from going to Him. Get it? That's exactly why I wanted to talk about this, facing guilt with God. This isn't some message where I'm trying to preach at you or act like I got it all together. It's just real talk between us, because I know what it's like to feel like you messed up so bad God don't even want to hear from you. I've been there, sitting in silence, not even knowing how to pray, feeling unworthy, avoiding church, avoiding the word, avoiding everything that reminded me of the truth I used to stand on, because I felt like I let God down too many times. And you know what makes it worse? The enemy is slick with it. He don't just remind you of what you did, he tells you who you are because of what you did. You're a liar, you're a failure, you're a hypocrite. And when those lies start sounding like your own thoughts, it gets real hard to remember that God is still good, that He still loves you, that He hasn't turned His back on you. But that's the trap. Guilt is supposed to push us to repentance, not into hiding. I remember this time I fell into something I swore I had let go of. I had been doing so good, praying daily, staying in the Word, making real progress, and then boom, one slip up, just one. But that one moment, I let it convince me that all that growth didn't matter. I started pulling away. I stopped talking to God, not because I didn't believe anymore, but because I felt like He didn't want to hear from me. Like, how could I keep messing up and still expect God to be patient with me? But here's what broke that lie for me. I finally got honest. I didn't come to God with this fancy prayer. I didn't even have the words. I just came raw. I sat there and said, God, I'm tired. I feel ashamed. I don't know why I keep messing up, but I need you. I don't want to hide from you anymore. And that moment, it wasn't some lightning bolt or goosebump situation. It was quiet, but I knew He was still there listening, still loving me. And that's what I want you to know too. Your guilt does not cancel out God's grace. You can't out-sin His mercy. And the same God who saw Peter deny Him 3 times, that same Jesus cooked breakfast for him and called him back into purpose. If God only walked with perfect people, none of us would have a chance. But His love isn't based on our perfection, it's based on His character. And He wants you to come back, not after you clean yourself up, but right now in the middle of your mess. So listen, if you've been carrying guilt around like a backpack full of bricks, thinking you're too far gone, you're not. Bring it to God. Cry if you need to. Be honest. He's not surprised by your failure, and He's not afraid of your honesty. He already knows, and He still chose you. If this hit home for you, don't just click away. Subscribe to the channel. I talk about real stuff like this all the time. Things we're all going through, but don't always know how to say it out loud. And if you know someone who's been distant from God because they feel too guilty to come back, send this to them. You never know how much one honest message can change someone's whole perspective. And if you haven't already, check out some of the other videos on my channel. There's more where this came from, more truth, more healing, more reminders that you're not alone. I'll see you on the next video.